All right, this is the Saga terrain. It's a lot of small stuff put onto certain sized, larger plates, so they'll be terrained up, but nothing real, just grass on them, and then a specific shape. And then these go on top, so they can be moved around inside that. So it'll represent like if two of these on a smaller plate equals like a forest. And then to accommodate the troop rules, where they have to be so close to each other, you want the terrain to be able to move around to accommodate that. At least is what it says in the Saga rulebook. This is a orchard of some fruit trees. You got two of them. You got some fruits on there, so Kevin can get some apples or some shit, apricots. I got some. These are actually store-bought trees mounted on pieces of wood, glued down plate, and then drywall on top, spray painted, and I feel like I'm doing a fucking recipe. And then covered with some grass. I still have to dry. I still have to seal them with a flat, clear coat. But there's plenty of trees, different types of trees. It's a big fucking tree, and some more orchards. This is a rocky hill here. That's steep, and I don't know all the Saga terms yet because I haven't even fucking played the game yet. Steep and dangerous, I think it is. So you can only move a certain distance. And if cavalry goes in there, it's a fucking nightmare. But it does offer cover behind it. Regular trees are high and light cover, I think. So I got plenty of those motherfuckers. And then over, this is a semblance of the last game. It's still here. Fucking victory for the Germans, yay! And then that's like rocky terrain. I think it's kind of flat, but it's like makes it tough to cross through. And fuck, I'll have to look all this shit up. And this was the less steep hill, if it's such a thing, with less dangerous terrain. And this is the actual size of a large piece of terrain. The smaller ones are about 3/4 the size, maybe half the size. Sorry, that's a small piece. So it's over half. There's specific rules for how big these can be. And so small, large, lots of fucking glue. There's the bunkers and shit from the last game and some more extra forest I punched in for bolt action. That's bolt action terrain versus Saga terrain. And then these trees will fit onto that terrain. And that's another large piece of terrain there. I got the flat stuff upstairs already cut out. I just got to I'll probably just cover it to seal it in and give a little bit of dimension to it, but nothing too much. A little bit of spackle, and then let that dry, and then I will cover it with grass, and then I should have all the terrain done. I think the only thing I don't have is ruins. I don't have a building. I haven't got the Book of Battles yet either, so I don't know all the terrain. This was just built for the Warlord one. Fuck, I don't know what it's called. I'm drawing a blank here just for my lack of experience. I'm really just kind of Clash of Warlords. Yeah, there we go. So there was the different scenario types of what I saw on the Saga Thursday YouTube channel. He was just building his terrain so he could he could actually play some games before the Book of Battles come out. I'm just been really fucking busy at work, and until I can make a genetics lab to cramp out more nurses, I've been kind of helping out a lot on the floor in the unit. But that's it. I'll probably add more trees. I need to get some more buildings. I've only got 2 buildings in the pillboxes, so I'm going to look on Foreground's website and try to get a small village, and that way I can I'll pick up this hill. It lifts up some. It'll lift up when my son gets here because he's fucking buff as shit. And there's an intersection right about there and a road coming through here underneath this hill. I don't know what the fuck it's going to look like when this lifts up because this weighs probably fucking 50 pounds. I'll rebuild that up, get a couple buildings in here and a church. I think that'll be a good time, a good small village, and then I'll have some building attacks. And then I'll build up my build up my buildings, build up my village, and go from there. But working on Saga terrain now. I've got most of my Teutonic Knights glued together for the Ordenstadt forces. I'm very interested in the Age of Crusades. That's what I'm going to play. I think I'll even when I take some of those guys and move into what's it called? Fucking Hail Caesar. I think I'm going to do. There's really no models in the Warlord collection for the feudal times. Just of small kingdoms trying to be pissed off at each other. It's mostly the English 100 Years' War and the Spanish Dark Age or Spanish Crusade stuff against the Moors. I'd like to do like the European warlords, France, Germany, that area to the east of just my kingdom's bigger than yours in the feudal system. I'm going to come over and bring my fucking 50 guys and come fuck you guys up and see where it goes. And then we'll go from there. But that's the start of Saga. And I'm looking forward to actually getting to the point where I can get that done. I'm going to work on a Crusader army and a Militus Christi. I'll probably do Militus Christi first because it's just a smaller army and I want to get something. I can remotivate myself once I play a couple games. And I want to see if it looks like it's going to be a blast. So I'm going to enjoy it. And we'll get Greg over here. And we'll go for it. My wife is calling, so it's perfect timing. See ya!